You can feel the animosity. It's about being king of the ring. Look at Shamrock's eyes. His eyes are just lit open. And The Rock looks focused. These two had quite the paths to get here. And now it's all about who wants to be the king of the ring. Ken Shamrock went for that first shot to The Rock, but The Rock dodging it. The Rock, his eyes are just locked on Ken Shamrock as these two tie up center of the ring, break off quick. Very interesting paths here to the finals, with The Rock getting victories over Vader, Triple H, and the Beast Dan Severn. And for Ken Shamrock, it's interesting enough that Shamrock is going against The Rock here in the finals because Shamrock got through two members of the Nation of Domination, including Kama in the first round. And then in the second round, Mark Henry. And then would defeat Jeff Jarrett. So that was Ken Shamrock's path, taking out two members of the Nation of Domination and Jeff Jarrett. And right now, Ken Shamrock finds himself in control. The Rock on the outside on the floor. Shamrock taking his time, just waiting for The Rock to get back in the ring. Interestingly enough, it's surprising not to see Ken Shamrock going to the outside to attack The Rock. And The Rock gets back up on the ring apron. The Rock back in the ring. And gonna tie up. And The Rock with a clubbing blow to the face of Ken Shamrock, sending Shamrock face first to the top turnbuckle and over to another turnbuckle. And a heavy right, another heavy right from The Rock. Clothesline, another clothesline from Ken Shamrock. And Shamrock in control. The Rock trying to fight back. And Shamrock just sent The Rock over the top. And Ken Shamrock has really got The Rock off his game. The Rock's been off guard since the get-go. The Rock has been holding onto his chest. Might have some severe damage done to the chest. And for Shamrock, his goal is to pick that ankle of The Rock. We know that ahead of time, and The Rock's got to know that in the back of his mind too. Ken Shamrock wants that ankle lock. Rock's looking for that rock bottom. And The Rock arguing with the game Triple H over at the commentary desk. I don't know if that was wise. Triple H spitting in the face of The Rock. Now the official, Mike Chioda, trying to keep this thing separated. And Ken Shamrock takes advantage of the distraction. Sending The Rock on the Spanish announce desk. Now on my announce desk over here. And Shamrock bringing the fight, but The Rock fights back. What a heavy right by the Rock. The Rock starting to pick up a little bit of steam here. The Rock has now regained some control in this match. Rock looking for a suplex, but gets blocked by Shamrock. Went for a second attempt, and again blocked by Shamrock, but it's Shamrock who connects with a suplex of his own. Shamrock turns things over for a cover. Rock kicks at it too. Shamrock with a clubbing blow of his own to The Rock. Rock reverses, sends Shamrock into the rope. Uses Shamrock's momentum against him. Shamrock got his arm caught up in the top rope. Almost broke his wrist. Shamrock could have broken his wrist off that. And The Rock with a right to Ken Shamrock. An Irish and a whip into the guardrail, but The Rock explodes out with a clothesline of his own and taking down Shamrock. It's Rock who now finds himself back in the game. Rock picking up Shamrock. And The Rock now really starting to build some momentum. This is what The Rock needs. Shamrock, as dangerous as they come. MMA background. Shamrock may have re-injured that ankle. This is tough for Ken Shamrock. It's ironic. All these times Ken Shamrock has nearly broken the ankles of many of his opponents with the ankle lock. It's now Ken Shamrock who's in a tough spot with an injured ankle as The Rock, but The Rock with a spinning neck breaker goes after Shamrock, goes for the cover, only enough for a 2. We're going to find out just how tough Ken Shamrock truly is. We know Shamrock is as legit as they come. He's as tough as they come. With that MMA background, as I mentioned moments ago. We're going to see how tough Shamrock is, how much he's going to be able to fight through that ankle injury. The Rock, DDT. Both men are down and out, center of the ring. The Rock able to get over to get the cover, but only enough for a 2 count. Shamrock able to get that shoulder up. Clubbing blow to the back of Shamrock. Rock with a chin lock now on Shamrock. And The Rock trying to block off the airway. Block off the airway of Ken Shamrock. So what's happening right now, this side headlock, it's tightening up on the throat. It's making it hard for Ken Shamrock to breathe, blocking off that airway. It's making it harder and harder for Shamrock to breathe, and he's going to start breathing heavier and heavier. And soon, all that energy just gets drained away. But before any of that can happen, it seems Shamrock is fighting back, and he breaks free. Back elbow by The Rock just stops that little flourish. It seemed that Shamrock was looking to find a comeback here, but The Rock cutting that off quick. And The Rock has been in control the last few minutes of this match. Scoop slam. It seems it's a matter of time. We know what's coming up next. The People's Elbow. And there it is. That's got to do it. Oh! That was as close to 3 as you get without the bell ringing. One of several near 3 counts The Rock has gotten, but that doesn't make you winner. A winner can only be determined by pinfall or submission in the center of this ring. It's about being the 1998 King of the Ring. The King of the Ring tournament has been known to hotshot some careers. And The Rock and Shamrock looking to be the next King of the Ring. And back up to his feet is Shamrock, back up out of the midsection of The Rock. Shamrock fighting his way out of this. And now it's Shamrock unloading those heavy artillery shots on The Rock. Sends The Rock to the ropes. Rock counters. And again, The Rock a DDT. We've seen Rock. Oh, but Shamrock kicked out at 1? Was that? Thought that was 1. Shamrock stunned. It seemed Shamrock was about to pick up some momentum. Shamrock ducks. And backdrop suplex takes out The Rock. Now we're going to see if Ken Shamrock's going to be able to capitalize on this. Will he be able to get back in this match? How much does Ken Shamrock have left in him? What's left in Shamrock? So we're at ground zero. Neither man are up. Can you imagine if we have a double countout? We don't have a King of the Ring then. Neither man will be King of the Ring. If this were the case, Hunter would remain. You'd think Hunter would remain the King of the Ring from last year. Both men were down, but nonetheless, both men are back up to their feet. And The Rock went for a clothesline. Ken Shamrock blocks. The Rock went for a second attempt. Blocked. And now it's Shamrock who's digging deep, reaching down. Snap power slam by Shamrock. And a 2 count. But you saw how Shamrock had to figure out the weight on that ankle. You can still see a little bit of the limp, but he's fighting through it. Fisherman suplex. Rock kicks out. And now the tables are starting to turn. Things are starting to shift in the favor of Ken Shamrock. The Rock sends Shamrock face first in that top turnbuckle. And The Rock sends Shamrock into the ropes. In the corner, rather. Shamrock comes back with a back elbow. Shamrock explodes out of the corner. Rock counter the power slam of his own. Goes to the cover. Will it be enough? Only enough for a 2 count. It's just getting closer and closer. The Rock's had quite a few near falls in this match. Both of these guys are pulling out all the stops, trying to figure out what it's going to take. And then soon enough, we're going to find out who wants it more. Who wants to be the King of the Ring? And again, The Rock thinking DDT. But this time, Ken Shamrock learns his lesson with a suplex. But only enough for a 2 count. Near fall for Shamrock this time. The Rock's had a lot of near falls. But this time, it was a near fall for Ken Shamrock. And now it's Shamrock who's going at The Rock with these heavy blows. Sends The Rock to the opposite corner. The Rock counters. Rock with a clothesline. Takes Shamrock down. Goes to the cover. Hook in the leg. Shamrock gets the shoulder up at 2. And Shamrock, what's it going to take? How much does Shamrock have left? That ankle being re-injured, it seems. We've seen him limp a little bit in this match. Now Shamrock, who's shown he's still got some fight left, with a clothesline to The Rock. Went for the cover, but The Rock kicks at it too. Just barely getting that shoulder up. That might be closer to 2.5 than anything. All the fans are on their feet, watching this thing closely. After we've seen, oh, that was really close. The fans are watching this get as close as it gets. The Rock arguing with the ref. You don't want to waste too much time arguing with the ref and focus more time on your opponent. And this is why you don't want to waste any time arguing with the ref, because Ken Shamrock's got the ankle lock locked in deep. Rock in no man's land. Rock has got nowhere to go. Rock's got no choice, and The Rock is forced to tap out. Ken Shamrock's the 1998 King of the Ring. Ken Shamrock is your 1998 King of the Ring. Congratulations to Ken Shamrock, who defeated The Rock via submission with that ankle lock of his. Well, we talked about how tough Ken Shamrock was going to have to be, and he pulled through. And in the end, Ken Shamrock is your 1998 King of the Ring.